Big up the Mendem. Welcome to Pitch Picks. If you're new here, this show is not about baseball. It's about our beautiful game. I'm the host, Nicky Smokes. We got Chief, Rudy, Zaw, and Maresh. We're here to talk about the Premier League. And honestly, if you want to make money betting on the Premier League, just fade Rudy. He is a cash cow. All you have to you could literally skip to the end of the episode, hear what Rudy likes over the weekend, and fade him, and you will make money.
Yeah, now that we're on the Barstool Gambling YouTube, I do want to say to all the gambling YouTubers out there that are watching this, I'm new to gambling. Do not follow my pick. Do not listen to what I say.
Fade them.
You don't have to tell me that I'm not good at it. I know I'm not good at it. I'm trying my hardest out here. Hopefully we'll recover. I just don't want others to suffer. I want to suffer in silence until I figure out my ass from my elbow.
I do feel like this whole thing where I feel like you know what you're talking about and Smokes doesn't. But Smokes hits all of his bets, and you hit.
It's because he knows gambling, and
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing. There's a difference between knowing ball and knowing lines,
yeah.
and not the lines that I like to do on Saturday night. I'm talking about the gambling lines. There's a big difference.
This is what, the third, fourth time now? It's playing the hits.
The jet sweep, dude.
It's a new channel.
If it's a hit, run it back.
Yeah, until they figure out a defense for it.
It is what it is.
Keep running that play.
Like and subscribe. All right, before we get into the Premier
Follow our
League games,
socials.
Yeah,
because this is on.
No, what's up? You do the plug.
Yeah, follow our socials. We also have our own YouTube one, so follow the YouTube on there too.
Yeah, the socials are all Pitch Picks. Zal forgot to tell you which pages to follow. Yeah, but yeah, follow our socials. Anyway, I want to address this elephant in the room. It's kind of weird that a German is now the new manager of the English football team, right?
No.
No?
No.
They had a Swedishman.
Yeah, they had a Swedish.
Italian.
He's the third foreign manager that they've had.
They had an Irishman.
And I got a take on this one.
Yeah, but like there's a big difference between Swedish and Ireland versus
Germany and England have a rivalry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On the field, off the field, on the seas, in the air. They have everywhere.
A chant. The English have a chant about how German bombers are falling out of the sky.
Yeah, that's what it is. But the English are just so insufferable, man. They just hate on everything.
Aren't you English?
Yeah, well, just like Americans. No, they're like our sport now. They're buying all of our kits and giving us more money to spend in the transfer window. But you don't know ball. You don't know anything about this sport. Stop watching it, but keep buying our kits, you know?
Yeah.
Without us, all they name every single one of your favorite players. They would never ever played for your team. It's all us. Henry. It's all us foreign fans. Henry, Aguero, all the legends. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Tuchel taking over England. Like, one, do you think it was the right hire? And two, I mean, obviously, since he's not an Englishman, do you think the repercussions of him, like if they start out slow, he's going to get slammed 10 times harder than Southgate ever did?
The English manager is going to get choke slammed no matter what.
But do you think it'll be worse because he's not an Englishman?
I think it's just going to be boilerplate, basic England fandom. If you become the England manager, it's like the joy of your life. It is an honor, and you go in there and it's like being president. You just get your dick and balls ripped off, and then that's how it is. Even if you do pretty well.
I also think it's the worst possible time to take that job because if you don't, you have to win a trophy. Otherwise, it's a failure. Because Southgate is for all the shit that he was given over the years, he got him pretty close. He kind of got the English, the Football Association, the English national team back on the rails.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were sniffing around it, closest they've gotten since they won it in '66. So if Tuchel doesn't get him over the top, then he's a failure.
Yeah.
Where Southgate, I think, will be looked upon favorably historically. Like in 10 years,
he will.
Yeah, people are like, that Southgate was awesome.
The other thing about Tuchel is that he is going to burn incredibly hot and incredibly fast. Like I think this is like a one tournament run.
Really?
Just the World Cup?
He does this though. Like he's a great manager, but he doesn't really have much of a shelf life. Like he ends up rubbing someone the wrong way, whether it be a player or like the management or the higher ups. Like he comes in, he's like a mercenary.
Yeah.
He's a great coach and he's a great hire, I think. But he is going, especially with the England fans, like it is going to be, I think, a one tournament trip, and hopefully he does great. But it is going to. It's going to be a fucking calamity.
They say that about Pochettino too. Like he's got a short shelf life.
Yeah, I mean a lot of coaches do in general.
I was going to say this because look, like us being Americans, we're not known for soccer, so it makes sense for us to, go hire a foreign coach from somewhere else where soccer is the top sport there.
Mm-hmm.
But like my thing is, it's like football was born in England, so like the fact that they can't find their own coach that was born and raised there is a little crazy to me, don't you think, Marash?
It's English managers are shit. What do you
Okay.
There's like
I want
Southgate,
you
Graham
to teach
Potter,
me.
Graham Potter. Who's the best English manager there is right now?
I like
Prob-
Graham Potter.
What's the best one of all time?
Alex Ferguson. Is he Scottish?
No, he's
Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Probably Charlton.
Wait,
Bobby
best-
Charlton.
best-
Yeah.
Best manager for what?
Just an English,
an English
English
manager.
English
Bobby-
manager
Bobby
or for England?
English
Those are two.
manager.
That's a loaded question. That's a different question.
But I'm saying, is there a lot of options?
right now,
No,
Okay.
I thought maybe Eddie Howe.
Graham Potter,
He-
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe would be good, but I don't know if he was available.
Eddie-
Eddie's Howard name was being tossed around
Listen,
there.
forget about the passport. Tuchel is the best manager available for England right now. He will work for England because his shit ain't complicated like Guardiola, who will be fucking doing this with people like Calvin Phillips. He tried that with Calvin Phillips. He had to fucking chase him out the club. It doesn't work. That stuff with English players does not work. You need a guy that can manage proper English football. The big center forward up front, lobbing the balls in type of stuff. The Ricky Lamberts, the Peter Crouches of old. So Tuchel's perfect. He's great tournament manager. He manages for tournaments, which is what the international job is. You're not trying to get a manager that builds a culture over 38 games, builds a complicated system. Well, no. You have 2 games every 2-3 months. You have 2 games every 2-3 months. You have a tournament that counts every 2 years. And it's, you play 7-8 games if you go all the way to the final. And you need a guy that's good in those situations.
And
Tuchel's the guy.
He is good at knockout football.
Yeah,
in
that's it.
particular.
Yeah.
Tuchel is the guy for
Oh,
knockout
that is
football.
good,
Chelsea, it's on his resume. With Chelsea, with
Yeah.
Dortmund,
yeah.
he's unreal. And I think he's gonna what's gonna hamper his success are the English fans. And that's
In the media.
They have been the problem for every single England manager.
Yeah, in the
since the beginning. Since I've been watching, since the days of Terry Venables. Since Glenn Hoddle, Sven and all them guys. It's
Glenn
crazy.
Hull.
I mean, they kill every single.
Yeah.
They are their
I'd
own
be
worst
surly,
enemy.
dude. If I lived in England, I'd be surly too. It's
They're their own worst
gray
enemy.
and shit.
They look
Rain,
for,
cloudy.
and I don't know why they. I guess I know why they pissed the Germany thing, but like Lee Carsley just I guess he's interim. They just let him off. He's an Irish.
Yeah.
He's a caretaker.
He's an Irish
Yeah.
guy. No, but still.
That's a big rivalry too.
Yeah, and you got Gary Neville, Carragher, all these old.
needs it.
old
Yeah, that
players.
clip was crazy. They were
Going off.
furious.
Furious.
Never-
They were
They
furious?
played.
Yeah,
they
that-
played
that's-
for Sven.
That's why I brought it up, because
They played for Sven.
I was listening to those guys. Like they literally said it is embarrassing that they had to outsource a new manager.
Same thing with our guy, Mark
All right,
Goldbridge.
so
Yeah,
Hated it.
here's
Hated it.
So here's my suggestion. Then, if it's embarrassing, they gave Tuchel a thing. Give an English manager the job and back him no matter what. That's what they refused to do.
I
that
think-
second part, back him no matter what.
I think England fans and that whole kind of old guard, I think they have a humiliation kink. I think that they enjoy this more.
Yeah.
They love being
they love pain. They
sport
love
was
hate.
born here. This is a fucking I think they enjoy that more than I think if it'd be like the Joker, it's I wouldn't want to know what to do with a win if I caught it. Then it's over. I think they really enjoy just being pissed. They're so good at it.
Yeah, they are really good at it.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Tuchel's got to have a lot of pressure on him because Southgate had all these players when they were young, teens coming up, starting to get a name, build a name for themselves. He's got them while they're all in their prime. He's got Kane at the end of his era. He's got Saka in his prime. He's got Palmer, Foden in their prime. If he can't win it with these guys, no one can. So
If he doesn't play favorites, I mean, the national pool is there. He has no excuses.
no, but he has a hard on for weird players. Like Eric Dyer will probably make it in
Saka.
this squad.
Saka's gonna be playing left wing back. Tuchel runs the wing back system. Saka's going back to left wing back. This is why I'm saying this guy needs to stop fucking prioritizing England.
Dude, he's the one who had Callum
He needs
Hudson-Odoi playing left
Brother,
wing back.
Saka makes an effort. He makes an effort to make sure he's available for England.
He
instead of
somehow
being-
finds a way to make everything about Saka.
Yeah.
Not even just Arsenal, just Saka in particular.
I'm worried
I love
about.
that,
I'm worried
though.
I
about his
brought up
hamstring.
Saka's name.
Yeah,
I'm worried
don't
about
ever
it.
do that again.
I'm
Don't
worried
do that
about
again.
his hamstring.
Za, you might have your dream come true here.
I'm worried about his hamstring.
Saka might be
over there
left
trying to
out of the
play for
England team. He might be left out of the
I'm
England
praying.
team.
I'm praying. I'm praying to God.
Yeah.
He's busy hamstring injuries and he's trying to play the England second game. That means nothing.
All right. Well, we have a loaded board in the Premier League.
It's a great board.
You know how October 12th for college football was the mecca?
Yep.
That's what this week is for the Premier League, at least in my opinion. There's not a single bad game this entire week, and even the shit teams are playing an equally shit team that makes the game competitive and like very
There's
entertaining.
a lot of important games too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's start with the first one. This is like a 6:30 kickoff. We got Spurs at home against West Ham. Spurs are minus 215. West Ham is plus 500. The draw is plus 400. Start with Chief and work our way down.
I think Spurs, I mean, the international break came at the wrong time, especially for Brennan Johnson, but they're rolling. They're at home. I feel like they're a pretty good team. West Ham, they're a mess right now. I'm taking Spurs minus. I have it minus 200, and I'm parlaying it with the over at 2.5, so it's minus 120.
I like that.
I think people kind of wrote them off maybe a little bit too early.
Spurs?
Yeah, I think they could be sniffing around that fourth place spot if they keep this up.
That'd be crazy. Rudy, what do you think?
I'm trying to just think differently now in terms of like betting.
Oh, he's
already
fading.
the
No,
Fading
Rudy,
himself.
you can't.
I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am, dude.
It'd be like that sometimes. I'm
Like
not gonna lie.
I don't know, dude. Like I just don't know. Like what do I think? I don't. Like
All right. Don't give the pick.
I won't.
Tell me what you think of the game.
I think that Spurs are going to win this game. I agree with Chief. I think they are coming into form. West Ham is difficult to like.
They haven't got it. Like they should be.
They
better.
just don't have it.
Yeah.
They're still in second gear,
Yeah.
and so no brainer. It's Tottenham. Why are West Ham plus 500, 450? That's weird to me.
That is crazy.
They're daring you to bet on it.
If I speak.
So, what do you think?
The over in this one.
Yeah.
It might be a draw.
Look, I like both teams to score no draw at minus 110. I think both teams to score in this game was minus 200. I'm just not laying that juice. But you guys are talking about like Spurs are in this first gear. I mean, they're really not.
That's what I was about to say.
Like they're not that good.
They bottled last weekend against Brighton.
Yeah, I
They're up 2-0, lose 3-2. West Ham's coming off a win. I just don't see.
I like their team. Like
Yeah.
I think they're on paper they make sense. They get burned sometimes that high line, but I think Solanke's still getting into form for them too. I think he's going to make a big difference. So now, like after the international break, they get to drill a little bit more, get to train a little bit more. I think the talent level.
And then there's another international break.
Yeah, but I think the talent level is there for them, and I do think Big Ange will get that project going.
And admittedly, I have like rose-tinted glasses because they play a very appealing style of football.
Totally.
They're very fun to
like
watch.
I want them to be.
So I just want
Yeah.
them to do well. Like I do agree. I see what you're saying.
Right.
But they sort of just like kind of hypnotize me because
Yeah.
it's like they're just very fun to watch.
Marash?
I just think inversely, like they're coming off a stinging loss where they were up 2-0 going into half and lost 3-2. No time to train together after the international break. It hits right after that. They're going to have a few days to get things back in order, and then they got to play West Ham first game of the weekend. That's a tough one.
I
Yeah.
also think that like that happening and then going on international break is like, did that even happen?
It's
I
like
don't even know.
you bury the ball.
Yeah.
That's a bury the ball
You think
game.
that's a
All up
Barry
top.
thing?
Yeah. Ball
No,
at top.
Ange came out in his press conference, I think this morning, and he was like, that loss stung, and it sat with me. And he was already saying that we haven't had time. Like, I'm just saying, regurgitating what he said.
But here's my point to that though. If that has stung them for that long and it's boiling up in that locker room, they might fucking pop off this weekend.
I think so too. And then we can talk about that game, but their game before that they beat the brakes off of Man United.
Yeah, 3-0.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Marash.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are just the laughingstock of the league. But all right, so you got Tottenham and the over 2.5.
Yep.
You think Tottenham's gonna win?
I think Tom's gonna win.
Okay, that's fine. That's not a pick. That's not a pick.
Not
That's
giving
not a pick.
Not
Yep.
giving a pick. Just an opinion.
Zot likes the over. I like both teams to score no draw. And Marash.
Well, mine's a player pick. It's Brennan Johnson to score or assist plus 100.
Okay, I like
He
that.
is red hot right
He is.
He is red hot.
He scored for Wales.
That's why that international break
Yeah.
might have cooled the bullet down.
Oh, he
Go
scored
find
for
out.
Wales.
He scored
Oh
for
yeah,
Wales.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're
now.
right.
Red hot.
Yeah, he is red hot. He's red hot.
It was 7-7.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
boots on fire. All right, next game we got. I don't know why I am so intrigued by this game. And I'm very happy Arsenal's playing 2 hours later because I might only watch this game. It's Ipswich versus Everton. I don't know why. I fucking love this game so much. It's like watching two shit NFL teams compete, but like there's going to be some magic in that game. And I think it could be a turning point for Ipswich. I think they're going to win.
They don't have a win yet.
That's why I think they're going to win. I think this is going to be the first Premier League win for Ipswich.
I hope it's like that Wolves-Brentford game.
And their favorite. I feel like everyone's like, oh, I'm getting Everton at plus 195. Like, that sounds free money. Oh, Everton's finding their form, blah, blah, blah. But here comes little Ipswich at home, first win of the season. I'm taking Ipswich plus 140.
This is a big, like, styles make fights, too, because all we've ever heard about is Ipswich wants to be more open. They want to be progressive. Everton's not that.
No.
So that, to me, is almost like the perfect recipe, where it's like Everton will let them have the ball. They want the ball, but they don't really have that Premier League quality. So then they're going to turn it over, and then Jack Harrison and these guys hit them on the break, Calvert-Lewin, whoever Sean Dyche plays up top. I think I'm leaning Everton away. Plus 195.
All right, Rudy.
I just don't know how you bet on Everton or like how you like confidently make decisions on Everton. I mean, that's just me. Like, I don't know what
totally.
I feel like everyone feels the same way you do. Like, you're not saying anything crazy.
Yeah, I just don't even know like I mean, it's fucking like adrenaline inducing thing being an Everton fan. Like, it must be fucking thrilling.
For all the wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons. I just think that Everton has more experience. They obviously do. I think that Ipswich, I like what you're saying, like they're going to get a win. But at the end of the day, Everton, for how bad they are, they do have experience and I think that they will handle an inferior opponent mentally.
I think so, too. And I like the under in that. If you parlay Everton in the under, so a 1 or 2-0 game, it's plus 550.
Damn.
So
sound like a trap to me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I might circle that one.
That's all I'm gonna say. Za?
Yeah, if my golden boot was not coming from this game, I am the polar opposite of what Nicky Smokes is about this game. Could not give two shits. My main event just so happens to be going on during the same time as this game.
Oh my days.
It's just my main event is the same time as this game.
What's your main
I wonder what that
I feel like his main event's going to be the next game I bring up.
All right.
I wonder what the main
So
event
Za's got nothing in this game. I like
is.
Ipswich.
The empty lap for my goal.
I like the lap. The lap's a dog. I'll fuck with that. All right, Ipswich, Everton. I guess Everton, and the lap to score. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lap to score.
I have a feeling this is Za's Super Bowl. Manchester United at home against Brentford. Za, talk to him.
Listen, I don't think Nicky Smokes. I don't think you realize how perfect of a storm is brewing. I do not think you realize how perfect of a storm is brewing, and that asshole knows it. He knows it, bro. Right after the Ineos board meeting, you survived that, and then you have Brentford at home. My brother, it's like God is looking down at me and he's like, yo, Za, you've had a tough 2 weeks. Here's a little present. Here's a little something for your Saturday. That's what God is doing.
Christmas came early for
That's
Zaza.
what God is doing to me.
Maresh, like, what is this perfect storm he's talking about?
If we can escape the first 10 minutes against Brentford, we can do anything. But that first 10 minutes...
Nobody does.
How about the first minute and a half? The 10 minutes is
irrelevant. 10 minutes is going to be squeaky bum time.
This entire
with Johnny Evans at left back.
We don't know what's going on, but right now, all I know is no Menu, no Mizraoui, no Ugarte.
Oh my days! Oh my days!
Your stadium, brother. Your Old Trafford.
It might collapse.
Is gonna be on edge. This is the game of the week.
Oh, this is
the game of the week.
This is make or break of the season.
This is the game of the week.
Are they going to move forward? They have to win. If they lose, it's going to keep getting worse.
Smokes. I can't reiterate this enough. It is literally the perfect storm. Everything about this fixture.
I think that storm can hit within the first 10 minutes. Like, if Brentford goes up 1-0 in the first 5 minutes of this game, Old Trafford might fall down and collapse.
If that happens, it's going to be bad. Here's the one thing to know about Brentford. They have one of the number 2 goal scorer in Mbeumo with 6. They have conceded one of the highest amounts of goals in the league.
Yeah, but
13.
y'all can't score goals.
We can score goals against teams that let us concede Southampton, we put 3 away. We could probably do that against.
I think you have 5 goals all year.
And 3 of those were against
Hold on,
Southampton.
I haven't heard Ten Hag speak. Who's out?
Well, I know Ugarte got injured last night. I
What
saw
happened?
the
Did he
update.
stub his toe?
Hamstring.
Oh shit! I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at the head.
Mazraoui had like a heart condition, so he'll be out for maybe about a month.
That
T's and
sucks.
P's.
Mainu hamstring as well. He'll be out as well. So it'll probably be Casemiro.
Don't laugh at
and
injuries.
I'm not laughing at the injury. I'm laughing at.
You're
Man
laughing
United
at the
fans.
situation
I'm laughing
that
at Man
they're in.
United fans. Not that people are hurt and are struggling.
It's the back pairing. It will probably be Martinez and Delict, but Lindelof will come in as a sub maybe, or he moves to 3 at the back. I have no idea.
After hearing that information that you've just given to me, I have a follow-up question. Who's your midfield? Because you just named
Bruno.
three of your starters, and them motherfuckers are out.
Bruno, Eriksson, and Casemiro.
Casemiro, my God.
Ooh.
It's not that bad.
It could be way worse.
I looked at
It sounds great on paper. In reality,
unathletic.
Rudy, you
It's
know it.
so they have no athletes. In
Those are big names. Those are
Yeah.
big names. In actual reality,
dude. It would have
bums.
It would have been a fierce
Bums.
midfield in 2018.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now, bums.
Eriksson's been pretty high. He's got like 3 goals and assists.
He's the
in
one.
his
I'll
last
give
4.
you that. He's decent.
He's
But
just
looking
scored for Denmark in the international break. He's got minutes there. So I
Bruno,
think he'll be fine.
Bruno. The problem with Bruno falls. Bruno is in the Saka Rashford category. That's a problem. He's got a microscope under him. So anything he does is overblown. I think he's been. He hasn't been great.
He's been shit.
He hasn't been great. He hasn't been as bad as. The problem is you guys overreact. He hasn't been as bad as United fans make it to see.
Well, it's because
He hasn't been
if
great.
he plays average,
That's
it's a
wrong.
disaster.
He's their sucker. They have
He
two of them.
has to be great.
Bro, they have 2 of them. They have Rashford, and we only have to deal with that shit with Saka. They have Rashford and Bruno. Oh, I love it.
Dude, I love
fucking
when you do
this.
that.
I love it. I swear, if they lose, my God.
Yeah, but here's
I
the thing,
actually
if we
don't
don't lose, unfortunately, it still affects.
That's the
your
thing.
depth.
I don't want him to lose. I want him to win. I want him to fuck. I don't know what I want
No, I've seen you when United win. You are deflated. You get so sad.
No, but if they win, if they lose, that's too much.
What if we
Bro.
fuck around and start fucking piecing together a little bit of a system?
Brother, the stove is hot. If they lose in front of 70,000 motherfuckers after the board meeting, my goodness.
That would be scenes. And look, I looked at this game and I was thinking United, and you just named your whole team's not playing. And
There's something about the lines.
Brentford's just different right now,
Brentford's
bro.
what, plus 350?
Yeah, plus 340.
That's one of those.
That's what Brentford.
That's a tricky. It's daring you to bet. Root
I-
bet it.
I'm gonna take the draw
I'm
in
in a
this
real
game.
tough
Then
position right now.
I take that.
I don't think you have enough talent to overcome. Look, I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If I'm being honest, I just think all the players you just named out. I don't think you have the depth, and correct me if I'm wrong, to replace them and win this game, especially if Brentford scores in the first 10 minutes. I think they could go up 1-0, and then you guys tie it up late with some fucking Garnacho off the bench, 75th, 80th minute goal, and you fucking steal a point, and Ten Hag survives another week, and
There's no
Zaha gets
stealing a
to
point at home. That's dropping points.
yeah, dropping points, whatever. You know what the fuck I mean, bro. I think you guys are gonna get 1 point. I'm taking the draw plus 330.
All right, Rudy, you have the opportunity to make my life.
Sorry.
How do I wield this? That line, I really want to bet Brentford, but I can't. I won't. I will not.
What are you gonna bet, Rudolph?
My opinion on the game is I
Yes.
think it's going to be a draw
Okay.
because this is one of those situations where United falter at times you don't really expect it, and this is one of those ones where you're like, oh my God, they're going to absolutely fall apart. They will not completely fall apart. They will probably get a draw, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Chief, don't fucking do this to me, man. If we all take this fucking draw,
No,
United's
no.
gonna win 4-0.
Oh, no. I got something a little bit different for you.
Okay.
This to me, this is the perfect double chance game. I'm taking Brentford or draw. That's plus with on 115, but I'm parlaying it with the over 2.5 for plus 300. I feel like that's great value. You're kind of on both sides of the bet without being on United, which never feels safe. I do think this game smells like draw. If they do a Brentford and they score early, I don't think that they're going to be able to rescue it late. I think that's when it's like it becomes more than squeaky bum time. it becomes like it's diarrhea everywhere.
Oh.
It's going to be a
I
fucking
I
nightmare.
would say it's actually like taking one of those shits that are so like round that you have to like really pump 3 times to get it out. I
Yeah.
think that's because diarrhea is too smooth. It just comes out right away.
I just think it's going to be a mess.
Yes.
I think it's
Okay,
gonna be a mess.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the dude wipes ready.
Do I make my do I put like the suicide vest on and say my bet of the week is United?
Look how mad Marash is.
He hits some bets. He's 1-4.
No.
He is 1-4.
Listen, I need this game so bad that I'm not even gonna risk. I don't need no juju.
No, you're being a fucking pussy. You can't sit up here and dance and piss on him, and then when it's time to give the pick, I can't give it
That's what I
out.
do. That's what I do. That's what I do. If you ask me who's winning this game, Brentford, am I putting an official pick? I can't.
Okay,
afford,
that's fine.
I
That's
can't
fine.
afford to be the one that fucks up a perfect Saturday for myself. That's like committing suicide, grabbing a gun, pointing it at my own head, and pulling the trigger. Hell no. I want to be partying on Saturday, so I am gonna watch this from my couch. No skin in the game. No signs of African juju or anything. And I think I'm gonna enjoy my Saturday.
This is one of those, if you look at United, like, this is, hey, we got to circle the wagons. I think Ten Hag is incapable of circling the wagons. Like, that guy is he's not going to be able to get a big-time performance out of that group. I think that ship has sailed. So I think if Brentford scores early, I think they're not going to be able to get back in that game.
We'll see.
We will see.
All right, so you're going Brentford or draw.
Brentford or draw with the over plus 300. That's my number one bet of the week.
Really? The
Yeah.
parlay?
The parlay.
Rudy?
I'm going draw.
Za?
Lean Brentford. No pick.
Maresh?
Man, you money line.
Okay.
I honestly like that, Maresh. Fuck.
I like it from Maresh. I don't
Yes.
like
Listen,
it.
you gotta back
I
your
don't
guy.
like it. for
You
the
gotta
public.
believe.
You gotta back your guys. You gotta back your
You
guys.
gotta believe in your team.
You gotta back
all
your
38
guys.
weeks.
Those are your guys.
That's my
When I see United minus 145, it's a big name club going up against Brentford. They're plus 340, and then that draw is just plus 330. That's usually when I bet draws because that's telling me that, hey, Brentford's good enough to compete, not necessarily good enough to win. I'll take the draw plus 3.
Rasmus, your guys.
Next game we got is Fulham. Fulham at home against Aston Villa. Fulham actually the favorite in this game. They're plus 145. The draw is plus 245. Villa is plus 190. You guys know I love Fulham at home. I love this Fulham team in general.
Cabo.
I got to go with Fulham at home. I think they get the job done.
Craven.
I don't know about that. I think.
You think I'm reaching?
I think this was gonna be a draw.
I think I'm gonna go. I don't love this game.
draw.
I think I'm going Villa just because we just saw Fulham against Forest. I don't think they're that great. They're off to a great start. I do think they have to come back to what they are, which is firmly in the middle of the table. They're flying a little too close to the sun right now. Villa is awesome. Like, Villa is legitimate.
They're a great team.
So I think if you give them at plus 190, there's not going to be too many chances this year to get Villa at plus 190.
Yeah, but doesn't that scream I'm a fucking mush?
I am.
All right.
So, but I can't ignore it though. I can't say like Villa is the better team. They should win. I'm just gonna don't think, just throw. I'm taking Villa.
Za, don't say anything.
what's going on?
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Rudy, what do you like in this game?
Chief said it perfectly. I'm not thinking. I'm just throwing. Bet of the week, Villa.
Thank you. All right. Za, go ahead.
I'd
say
like
your
to
thing.
change my pick.
What's going on?
Hey, Rudy, all you need is one good week and all this ends.
I'm just like, dude. I'm right now. It's like Men in Black. I'm just like zapping my brain. It's like whatever, dude. Like that makes sense. Plus 190. Villa's a better team. I'm gonna bet that.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep throwing, and it's
Yeah.
like
It's gonna hit.
I'm not gonna get to the Sam Darnold part where I'm like I'm seeing ghosts. Like I'm just gonna keep throwing. Like
Yeah, I respect that.
yeah.
Za, go ahead.
What's going on with the international players? That's probably it.
Amadou Onana
They
out.
have a lot of.
They
They have
They
injuries.
have a
They
lot of
do have-
South Americans.
They do have injuries.
Those are long flights.
Yeah.
Jet lag.
Yeah.
Well, Duran doesn't start.
They do have injuries.
Emi Martinez does.
Maybe a nice Fulham first half. They come out at home, they're buzzing, and then Villa just pounds them late in the game. They put the subs on at the end.
Duran, they need him. He
Off
may
the
not
bench.
start, but they need him. He's the only one that scores for them.
Listen, they looked a little flat in their last game before the break against United. They gave United opportunities and chances that I didn't think United would.
Charity.
They didn't bury them.
Yeah.
But they had them,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, This game looks like a draw. And Fulham are at home.
Yeah.
Craven Cottage gets up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for a game like this.
If I brick this one, I'm gonna bet Man City. Like, if it doesn't matter if it's minus 2,000.
Well, that doesn't count, Rudy. We can't let that happen.
Sometimes you guys got to see one go in the hole.
I mean,
know,
If
'cause
if he gives out a minus 3,000 pick as his official play of the week, he'll never live that. I'd rather him go 0 for 15 than ever give that out and hit that.
That's like when your grandma gave you a savings.
Honestly, no. Wait, Rudy, please bet
I know,
Manchester
that's the issue.
City.
That's the
Please bet
problem.
City.
I need like the guided fishing tours when like you bring your kid and then they like get a fish on and then they like hand him the rod.
Yeah.
It's just like on the
You
boat.
got it.
Yeah, you did it. It's like
And
that's what I need.
just for all the new listeners out there, like we're not just making this shit up about Rudy. He has powers. He's bet Mo Salah to score, did not score. Isak to score, did not score. Holland to score, did not score. Cole fucking Palmer, he got him to not put one in the back of the net.
And in that game, he got the ball to dance on the goal line.
yeah.
That was like your voodoo.
Like if it didn't hit your goalie's butt hair, it would have
Correct.
gone in.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going Fulham. Chief and Rudy are going Villa. Zod, did you give a pick?
Draw.
Draw?
Yeah.
Maresh?
I like the draw.
All right, interesting. This next game's going to be great, too. Newcastle at home against Brighton. Newcastle's minus 105. The draw is plus 290. Brighton is plus 260. I'll start with Chief.
Do they just not respect Brighton? I feel like that's a disrespectful line.
I feel
Am
like
I
they're
missing-
disrespecting Newcastle here.
Newcastle
At
beat
home?
Everton. They drew Everton.
Right.
No.
I know, but they also drew City.
I mean, they are dead tied in the table. Brighton's got them on goal differential. It feels like Brighton away. I know they're away. I know it's St. James Park. It's a big, loud place in the north. It's basically they're playing at the Wall from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
But plus 260. It's just like that's one of those
That
things.
shit's talking to you.
Yeah. Newcastle to me is so hit or miss
Yeah.
that I think I'm not going to bet this one, but my gut is telling me to go with Brighton.
Okay. Rudy.
To me, this feels like Brighton is going to play better. They're going to score, and Newcastle will eke out a tie. They may score first, but to me, this just reeks of tie because Newcastle should be better. They're at home, but they just don't have that punching quality. Whereas, like, the Man City game, they get a draw there. You can get up for that game.
Right.
You can really like it's like playing Arsenal, like you talk about all the time. Like teams are always going to get up for you,
Right.
Especially if it's a home game. So that isn't that surprising to me. And Eddie Howe knows how to play that. Brighton is like kind of a unique animal where like they got all these young guys you don't really know what the fuck they're doing, but they're sick.
Right.
And then I just don't think that Newcastle has that like punching power, that knockout power against those kind of teams. So I think it's going to be a draw.
Za.
And then when they get up for the Arsenal game, they start kicking Saka. The referee just lets
There he is,
go,
man.
lets it go. And then the people online are like, oh, he just limps, and all that, blah, blah, blah.
I saw like a headline that said like Joker 2 photo op, like off at the box office, and he's in the replies like, how does this affect Saka's legacy?
All that being said, Brighton away win.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So this made it very easy for me because I looked at the lines this morning and I thought the Newcastle minus 105 line was a trap line. Like, oh, everyone's going to bet that. All three of you guys coming up here and basically picking Brighton makes this a no-brainer for me. No disrespect. Give me Newcastle at home. You're talking about hit or miss. Think about it. Anytime you're in a slump, how do you get out of a slump? You go back home. You go to the fundamentals. You go back to the old bar that you used to clean up at. You do that shit at home. I like Newcastle in this game. That might even be an official play. Maresh, do you have it?
It'll probably
What's Brighton's
Probably
mascot?
will hit.
yeah.
Brighton's mascot's the gulls, seagulls.
Yeah.
Seagulls fly together. I'm with the boys.
All right.
All right,
The
so
boys.
4 out of the 5 guys on this panel on Brighton. The only winner on this panel on Newcastle.
I said tie.
Do what you want with that information. Oh, all right. Fair enough.
You're kind of yeah. I said tie.
Well, you said your gut said Brighton wins on the road.
Well, we know someone's
Did
going
I?
to win now. If he said
Maybe it
draw,
was,
we know someone's going to win.
Exactly. Someone's going to win. All teams to score, no draw because Rudy said draw. It's probably plus money, to be honest with you. All right, next game we got. This game's a fucking shitter. Southampton at home against Leicester. I'll let Chief start.
Snooze.
Yeah.
Snooze. So it's where? It's at Southampton?
Yep. That's your boy.
St. Mary's.
No, your
Yeah.
boy's Bournemouth.
No,
He's Southampton?
He's Leicester. Oh, the
potato
internet
head guy? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's Southampton. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's got a message.
You
for-
got to ride
yeah.
with him then.
Fucking wet wipes over at Leicester. Yeah, I'll probably ride with Southampton.
Yeah.
But, like, the guy who still has my heart is Steve Cooper.
Yeah.
So I am torn between my favorite guy on the internet and my favorite coach of all time. I'm probably just not betting this one. It does smell like a draw to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rudith?
I can't pretend to have any kind of opinion on this.
Correct. So by all means, you could just say, fuck this game.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Za?
Leicester's probably going to win it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually going to bet any money on it. If I had to bet the game, I would probably just take the over.
Yeah, the Premier League knows what they're doing, putting that in the middle of all the 9 o'clock games.
Yeah, they know. Like, no one's watching that fucking piece of shit game. Yeah. All right, next up, Bournemouth at home against the Arsenals. Bournemouth plus 400, draw plus 310. Arsenal minus 155. You know I'm going to start with you.
Yeah. No, I don't like this time slot at all. It's
a night game,
listen.
right?
Bournemouth, yeah.
Yeah, they're 6 hours ahead.
Actually, no, this ain't night. This is late afternoon.
Evening.
Afternoon. This is
It's
late
like,
afternoon. 5 o'clock.
It's
That's a 5:30.
6:30?
Evening.
5:30 kickoff. Which, yeah, 5.
Yeah, a little
whichever.
pot pie time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The sun sets early, though, now.
Yeah. Banana peel game, this one. This one's, on paper, it looks easy, but let me remind people about 2 years ago when we thought after this game, when we won this game, we thought that we were on our way to the title, and then I think next game is when Saliba gave out. But winning that game 2 years ago, Bournemouth was up 2-0 into the 60th minute. We had to win this game from a miracle from Reece Nelson in literally last kick of the game, 96 minutes. So Bournemouth is not an easy fixture. That being said, I guess I gotta have to wait for the gaffer to talk tomorrow. He's gonna speak tomorrow, update us on the international stuff. Calafiori, I saw, had a little something going on. We gotta hear about Saka. We gotta hear about Tomiyasu and all those injuries. Martinelli too. Yep, Martinelli didn't play the second Brazil game. Apparently he was actually hurt. So we got to hear about that. And they weren't sniped on training today, which is an Arsenal tactic. Why would you update people on your players' fitness? So we'll see I'm hoping everybody makes it through, but I think we should be able to get through this one. And there's a lot of chatter about the whole Marino. People are doing combined lineups. Oh, this is the best Arsenal team and all that. Putting in Marino instead of Partey. Let's stop playing favorites here. Let's stop doing this whole I like this guy. Partey is the first midfielder in the lineup at Arsenal Football Club. He gets in before Declan Rice based off this season's performance.
Smoking crack.
Period. Based off this season's performances, he is the number one midfielder at Arsenal Football Club. Period. That is a fact.
Clip it.
That is a fact.
Even with a healthy Odegaard?
Brother, I don't play ifs, buts, maybes. I'm talking about the games we've played. I'm talking about what I've seen. The best.
Okay, I'll give you that.
The best
this year,
midfielder
yeah.
right
But
now.
to sit here and say that he is the number one option over fucking Declan Rice is crazy.
Right now he is.
Right
now he is.
That's
now.
crazy.
I don't play favorites.
Okay,
right now he is.
So if the league was up for grabs this Saturday and you could only play either Partey or Declan Rice, you're going with Partey?
They don't play the same position. Declan Rice wasn't the point. The point was people are taking out Partey from the combined 11 and putting in Mikel Merino, a guy that's come on for
okay,
two
and I think
sub
that's
appearances.
fair. I think that's fair.
Two sub appearances.
Declan
Declan Rice
fine.
was not the point. I just used that as the thing. The main point is stop getting gassed. But yeah, so I've addressed all the Arsenal things. I think we're going to win.
All right. I'm going to save you the history lecture because I already did it. I don't give a fuck about all that rubbish. Arsenal's going to win this game. They have to win this game. If they want to be the big dogs in the Prem, you go in there and you handle teams like this on the road. They should win this game 3-0. They need a clean sheet. This team needs a clean sheet. It's been ugly. It's been lackadaisical. I know everyone says we have the best defense in the league. And look, I think Saliba and Gabriel is the best pairing for sure. I think Timber's been great. We're definitely missing Ben White, but they haven't been as dominant as they were last year, and I'd like to see them get back on track.
Timber and White might not play.
Really?
Yeah.
That could hurt.
That's what I was saying. We got to wait for the gaffer tomorrow.
I mean, regardless if they play or not, I'm riding with the boys. Give me the gun.
We might actually have an injury crisis.
If you guys are trying to win the title, this is a game you have to win.
Right.
Right. So I do think Arsenal is going to be in the title hunt for most of the year. This is like another, don't think, just throw. Minus 155. You eat the juice. You count the money. You're good.
Rudy?
Yeah, Arsenal
Oh,
win
we're so
this game.
fucked. We're so fucked.
Now we'll win it.
Oh, because I'm saying Arsenal's going to beat Bournemouth.
No, I don't want to do this to you. That's not fair. That's
It's not like Vitality Stadium is some.
Yeah, no, that was unfair, Rudy. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Now.
Hey, maybe if you bet them, you might just win.
If I were betting on this, I do like Arsenal clean sheet.
All right. So now we'll win 2-1. Maresh, you got any
I
opinion?
gotta
on the
see
game?
if you're objective, because I was very fair with my analysis.
No,
of
I
Man
think
United.
Arsenal. It depends on the lineup, like you said. Got to see the guy. If Saka's there, Saka loves a goal against Bournemouth. I think he had 2 last time out. I believe he had a brace.
Yeah.
Last time at.
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Oh yeah. In the yellow kits.
So you never know, but you never know who's gonna start. I don't know. Can Trossard be the guy? I don't even know many who starts at Bournemouth. Like I don't
know either.
Yeah. So
Semenyo.
Semenyo, yeah.
Semenyo's good, but they
yeah.
don't have Solanke anymore. He was
No.
the threat. They don't
It's
have
that new Brazilian guy, the
Evan Nilsson,
Oh,
yeah.
Evan Nielsen.
Yeah, they paid $40 million for him.
Tavernier. And then, I don't know.
Tavernier, yeah, like they have a very
couple
solid. They're
guys.
another team to me. Like them and Fulham are kind of like they're just the same.
They're a lunch pail team.
Yeah, yeah. Like they will never be in a relegation fight with this group, but they're not going to be challenging for Europe either.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
All right. So Arsenal all the way across the board?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I'm kind of nervous now. Anyway, all right, fuck it. Wolves at home against City. Wolves plus 750. Draw plus 500. City minus 320. Rudy?
Here's the thing, man. Wolves have this like kind of weird thing with City, and maybe I'm only thinking of the bad moments, but it always gets a little goofy.
Now, so for the American audience, I like based off what you've said in the first 3 seconds, this sounds like Josh Allen playing the Jets. Like it's always a goofy, weird game. I know they just won last time, but anytime the Jets and Bills play, no matter how bad the Jets are,
Yeah,
like sometimes they just find a way to win that game.
there's been times where we've just absolutely blown the doors off them, for sure. But Wolves, I never really enjoy, and a lot of that has to do with just like PTSD of Adama Traore, just like scoring goals that like didn't seem humanly possible off a
I love
body,
that guy, bro.
body that doesn't seem like it should be playing soccer. Like I was like, am I watching a fucking anime right
He's
now?
the best, bro. I love him.
But having said that, I think it's sort of similar to the Bournemouth Arsenal. It's like you just win these games. You got to win these games. You have to have them. They've sort of had their little hiccups. I don't think KDB is gonna play. That sucks. We still have to come to terms with the fact that we just don't have Rodri.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling with that personally. Like I know he's out, but every time we like announce team sheet, I'm like, damn.
He's like never coming back out.
It's like he really is hurt, and it happened a month ago, I think. So I think the biggest, if we win the Premier League this year, it'll be because of Rico Lewis. In my opinion, like
Now-
he is such a difference maker, and if he comes into his own, he can like transform that position in an area where we need it badly. And so I think that this is a win. I don't know why I'm even saying this shit, dude. We got this.
Because I was gonna say, obviously, I don't know as much ball as you guys, but you and Maresh both told me that you're never gonna know when City's gonna lose.
Yeah.
And like if they do lose, it's gonna be one where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
And I feel
they
like
just never
at
got off the
Wolves could be one of those games.
I don't.
I don't
You
have
said
the
it, not
balls.
me. I can't say.
I don't have the balls to bet Wolves, but
Dude,
a Sunday 8 a.m. kickoff on the road, like City might not give a fuck about that game.
this iteration of Wolves can't do it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Years past,
The
Wolves.
Portugal Wolves.
Right.
Yeah, Nuno
So like
Wolves.
City
Nuno
could
Wolves, yeah.
lose to like a competent mid-table team like a Brighton, a Forest,
Totally.
a
Yeah. Thank you.
Fulham.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you guys are good. You
Yeah.
guys are a quality club.
Yeah.
I support the trees. All right, so I mean, I'm obviously not going to sit here and pick Wolves to win. I think City will get it done. I think we're all going to go City across the board.
I'm actually just going to parlay this with Arsenal because that gets you to plus 115, and that seems too easy to pass by.
Oh my God, now I got to bet it. Fuck.
I don't know. This might be the one. This might be the one.
Call your shot.
This might be the one. Maybe not a loss, but drop points. I
He's
can
wearing
see
Wolves
this
colors
one.
as we're
I
talking.
I
can see
know.
this one as
Yeah.
a
It looks
drop-
meant to be.
Drop points. The City situation, injuries. I don't know who's back internationally. Wolves.
I think
likewise,
they're
but-
returning everyone.
Yeah, but this might be the one. I'm hoping this is the one.
Wolves just gave up 5 to Brentford.
Yeah, they
This,
did.
again, this might be the one.
Wow. So
All
you're
right.
going with draw plus
Draw,
500?
draw.
Maresh, City?
Do you want to just give me that money instead?
I mean, I'm not. I'm leaning.
Okay. All right.
I only actually have one potentially. So I have one pick that I'm putting money on. That's a Spurs one, the over, and that potentially Brentford with that plus 350. But I have to sleep on that.
Okay. All right.
City?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Game of the week. Forest. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that game. That ain't game of the week. Game of the week. Liverpool at home against Chelsea. Liverpool minus 160. Draw plus 340. Chelsea plus 390 to win the game at Anfield. I think that's a little disrespectful. I think the Chelsea could get it done. And I know I'm not supposed to like this team. I don't like this team. But I think this team is fucking good. And I see plus 390. It's very intriguing to me. I'm gonna take the value in plus 390 and go with Chelsea in this game.
They ain't winning that.
They ain't winning that.
They're not winning.
All right, well, enlighten me. Like, why do you guys just brush that?
They are not winning.
They just lost to Forest. Forest went into Anfield and won.
They are not winning.
We're road warriors, though.
Yeah.
Dude.
The other
You are a
problem,
road
though,
warrior.
is that then now that's that one loss at Anfield. That you get like one of those a year.
Shit.
But I'm with you. I'm actually with you. I think that
Which is even a bigger shit. moment.
exactly.
As long as
It comes down, is Cole Palmer going to win this game or not?
that's all. I don't need Cole Palmer doing anything in this game. That's it. That's all really. Do I think Chelsea can win at Anfield? Absolutely not.
Damn.
It's a weird matchup. So Chelsea have the second most scored goals in the league, and Liverpool have the least goals conceded with 2 all season. So it's an interesting matchup. Can the Liverpool defense, and I think without Konate
Got hurt at France.
I think he got hurt before.
Yeah, he did.
I think
Wait,
can they
Kwanzaa?
probably can they stymie this?
Or Gomez?
Chelsea?
Oh my God! If it's Gomez, all right, it might be Chelsea then.
No, well, it's at the Cop, and Chelsea are without Fofana and Cucurella due to yellow card suspension.
Cucurella.
And they defend just
Yeah, well, so they'll probably do Colwill, and I don't know who their other center back would be. Badiashile?
I don't know. I mean, they have 100 fucking players, so
I'm sure they'll figure it
But
out.
they don't have 100 at left back because they like sent Ben Chilwell into the ether. He's not allowed to train with the team, I don't believe.
They'll play Sean Paul there.
Malo
Sean
Gusto?
Paul.
Malo
You'll be
Gusto,
playing
Sean
it.
Paul.
dude, Malo Gusto is good.
He looks like
Very
fucking
good.
Sean Paul in the "Gimme the Light" video.
Yeah.
Yo,
Just
give me the light.
light.
What do you like in this game, Chief?
I've been staring at this game for a week.
I think
And
it's beautiful.
I still don't know. I'm excited to watch it. It's gonna be great, but I don't have a read on it. My gut says like you just bet on the team that's rock solid defensively, and that would be Liverpool at home. But it's at the minus 160. Like it's not enough value for me
to pull the
to
trigger
pull
on
the
it.
trigger. So I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy.
One
All right.
more injury before you confirm that. Allison's out for like 5 weeks.
Okay.
That changes everything.
Yep. I am 390.
That
I'm
changes
betting Chelsea.
Allison's out for like
I
5
want
weeks.
nothing to do with Liverpool winning at Anfield now. That changes everything.
That does
Comes
change
the bullshit.
everything.
See, I'm over
that
here.
does- no, that
I
does
already
change.
knew that. I was the sharpest one. I'm
That
going
does change
Chelsea.
everything.
Now everyone's flipping, and now they're fucked.
I don't know. That's like Raya. That's like Raya being out.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I just bet
that
it.
changes everything. that
He's out for a while.
Also,
too.
it's one of those
He's out
things
for
where
like
like
a month.
5 weeks.
I want Chelsea to win at Anfield because it's fun, and at 390, it's like I'm down to have a good time.
who's their backup? Is Keller still there?
No, they signed that Georgian dude, but I don't know
Yeah.
if he's officially there yet. I think he's on loan
He's
at
coming.
at the team that he.
Let me.
So Keller is still there.
I mean, I know. I think
know.
Kelleher is there because Forrest is trying to sign him at the
Hold on.
buzzer.
They have Kelleher and Yaros, so it's gonna be
probably
Kelleher.
Yeah.
Keller and Gates. Damn.
Chief,
Damn,
I'll give you another crack at it. Gun to head. What are you going with?
Gun to head.
It's
I'll go Chelsea plus
Chelsea.
390.
Yeah, 390 is too much fun.
Chelsea. Alisson, Alisson is a Alisson is a player and a half. Alisson is worth. Alisson will win you. Alisson alone is worth in a season. He's one of those guys that's worth 15 points.
One more stat.
His
for you
saves are
guys.
worth 15 points.
In their last 6 meetings, 5 draws.
Really?
All right, I'm going draw. I'm going draw plus 340. I think if Alisson's going to be out, Arnie Slot will have those boys parking that bus. He'll come up with something to help it out. Not park the bus, but he'll provide extra support.
I don't even think they know what that means.
You have to park the bus when you've got Salah.
I'm not saying like completely park. I think they'll just play more defensive.
What, they're gonna idle the bus?
I don't know tactics, bro. This is just what I think's going to happen. I'm going draw now because all you guys hopped on my fucking pick.
It's an interesting one.
You just spoke first.
I know, but then you guys all stole my pick. It's it's fine.
It happens when you go first.
I know. I get it. Whatever. All right, Monday, 2 p.m. kickoff Central Time. Forest at home, plus 130. The Tricky Trees haven't won at home, but here they are as favorites against Crystal Palace. Palace plus 215. The draw is plus 225. That bad man Tang Zash rubbing his hands together like he found a pot of gold.
I have a representative in this game that could do the funniest thing for this podcast. The funniest thing ever. And guess what I am going to be dressed in on Monday? In his black jersey.
Eddie Nketiah anytime. I knew that was fucking I actually don't hate it. Gibbs White's out. His girlfriend was posted him on Instagram. He's in a walking boot, so that was tough
Crutches,
to see.
right?
Yeah, crutches in a walking boot.
It popped up on my TikTok. I was
Yeah,
like, oh.
didn't love that. So, yeah, look, I think it's going to be one of those games where even though I would love to be on the front foot at home going for it, I think they'll try to pack it in. So we'll have I don't know what the tactics are going to be. I think it's tough to say. So I kind of like a draw parlayed with the under because Crystal Palace hasn't scored. Forest struggles to score. Forest,
you're hard to break down at City Ground.
Very hard to break down at City Ground. So I'm feeling like a 1-1 draw. So maybe with that Eddie Nketiah anytime, which would absolutely fucking suck.
That
hilarious.
But the thought of Eddie going to Forest,
Tank
right. He was just about to sign there. Chief was Chief was twerking on how good he was. He was twerking. He was dancing. He was doing the conga lines. Imagine if Eddie walks in that trap and puts one in the back.
I honestly don't know if he'd get in the team over Chris Wood. So fuck him. So fuck Eddie Nketiah. Chris Wood's a machine. No, let me. You know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a stat. Now you made me mad. I'm gonna have to pull up a stat because Chris Wood, since Nuno took over, is third in the league in goals. Since last Christmas.
I don't think Eddie scored this year.
It's hot. No, he hasn't.
He was good back end of last season. Chris Wood.
Yeah. Once Nuno, he had 3 against Newcastle when they first got there. So. It's like Holland's got 23.
Havertz?
No, I think Wood's got more than Havertz. I'm pulling it up. I tweeted it not too long ago. But Chris Wood's got 16 goals. So talk to me when Eddie Nketiah buries 16 goals in a calendar year.
Hey, listen, you got to start somewhere. It might be on Monday.
He ain't ever going to talk.
I mean, he's got 4 and 7 this year.
Chris Wood, yeah.
So Chief, the Forest fan himself, is going with the draw. I think that's a little pussy, but I respect it. He's betting with his head, not his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at around 1:50 local time here.
You'll be all in on Forest.
Yeah, I got to see the lineups.
Warm up to it. Yeah.
I got to believe. I got to see the lineups. I got to get in the right frame of mind. But right now, I also fuck the Premier League because they're making Forest play on Monday and then Friday.
Yeah,
that's
wild
bullshit. And
you have the Friday game.
Yeah, this coming Friday. We have the.
Who are you playing?
Leicester. So it's
why the hell did
it's the Steve Cooper revenge game on short rest. Like I don't like that at all. So that just feels like they're out to get us again.
Yep. Everyone's out to get Forest.
And if Eddie scores on Monday, we record the show right after. So
oh my days,
it's gonna be fresh for Za.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
Yeah, we're not recording till after that game's over.
Yeah, totally. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rudy, that's the right thing to do.
How many games have you played without Gibbs White?
This will be he got hurt at the end of the last game, so that's why at the end of the Chelsea game, which was a draw, and then he missed one game with suspension, which that was the Fulham game they lost.
And how are those games without him gone?
Shit.
What was it 1-0 against Fulham?
Yeah, but you guys, I don't think you've scored since you got hurt.
No,
although
it was just one full game.
Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. Yeah. So I mean, like, look, he is the heartbeat of the team.
Yeah.
He makes everything go. Try as they may to like cobble something together. What?
Hudson-Odoi.
What about him?
Didn't he score at Newcastle?
At Liverpool.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi had the goal.
Gibbs
against-
White was in that game?
Oh yeah,
he was.
Yeah, Gibbs White. Like, there's a reason he's getting called up to England. Like, he's a stud. He creates so much from open play. He plays a 10 for us. He does great work defensively. He really should be, like, if someone else signs him for big money, they could play him at an 8, and he would be great.
So to answer the question, this is a huge issue.
It's a huge,
Right.
If you remove, and it's like it's not like you guys losing a player, you guys losing a player. The gap between him and our second best player is so big. So it's going to have to be you win on taxes. But that leading goal scorer since Boxing Day last year, Holland 23, Cole Palmer 22, Chris Wood 16. So Eddie Nketiah, go fuck yourself.
Preach. Get him.
I might bet Chris Wood anytime.
Just
and
to stick it up Zah's
Forrest
ass.
to win. Yeah, you better be sitting right next to me on the couch, 2 o'clock.
We're going to do that.
2 o'clock Monday.
All right, so draw Rudy.
I just think Crystal Palace suck.
Yeah.
The table would reflect that you're
I just
correct.
think they suck. I've been trying to stoke their fire and been like, they're gonna get
Dude,
going.
me too. What? Like
We
that,
all-
at the
And
end
what
of
am I
last
doing?
year, they were
It's
so
all.
hot.
That's why we're all thinking about that, because all we could think about is like their last 7 games last.
And we know why they lost.
Yeah.
Elise, who has proven to be like a legitimate
Stud.
world, like a superstar. So, no, Crystal Palace suck.
Which makes me think Forrest.
Okay. Forrest plus 130 from Rudy.
And I'm kind of pissed about it too because
Zah is placing a bet as we speak.
This little cocksucker.
Is it Eddie?
Just call
Eddie Nketiah, anytime goal scorer. Doesn't even know if he's starting, but
Is
it's
that
him.
your golden boot?
I haven't even. No, Liam Delap. I chose him and he didn't score.
Oh, way to ruin it. All right, it's fine. Go ahead, continue.
I haven't even. What did I ruin?
Your golden boot pick before we got to golden boot.
Oh, I mean, I was asked the question.
Yeah, it's
I was
fine.
asked the
Yeah,
question.
that's good.
Smokes, I answer questions.
Deflect.
I run an honest program.
Deflect.
I don't do that. I run an honest program. You ask me a question, I answer it.
All right.
I haven't even put in the other ones. That's the first one I put in. I
Wow.
just want people to know that.
So what was it? Eddie Nketiah anytime?
Plus
What was
250. Plus 250. Eddie Nketiah anytime.
All right.
first goal of the year, right?
Let's see here.
Mm-hmm. Would be.
Now, I would take Forrest, but Chief just has this little fucking thing about him where every time we watch a game together, he just secretly roots for Arsenal to lose. And if he wasn't like that, I'd have no problem rooting for those tricky trees to get their first win at home. But since he's such a little fucking prick, and I know how Zah gets, I want to be on the same side as Zah if Eddie Nketiah puts one in and Palace wins.
You hate him.
I do. But, like, I hate how you fucking, like, you snake me every time we watch a game together. So, like, if I'm going to ride with anyone, it's going to be my dog Zah. Because
All right,
me and
fair.
him, we're
Fair.
fucking boys through and through.
Fair.
So, I'm going to go with Palace. Maresh?
Ain't no secret about the way that boy in the tree kits feels about United. He comes on this show and he flaps his gums about how much he hates us.
Hey,
And somehow,
hold on. I want to clarify something. It's not about Arsenal. It's not about United. It's about you guys. I hate you guys. I want you guys to be miserable. So that's
fair
what
play.
it is. If you decided that tomorrow you're a Bournemouth fan, I would troll the shit out of you about Bournemouth.
That's fair.
Okay?
well,
I
yeah, like I
appreciate
said,
that.
he flaps his gums, he talks his shit. His shit's been backing up by United shit performances, but I still ride with him. I'm gonna go Forrest.
Wow. All right. Before we get into Golden Boot, I don't want to spend too much time on this. City has the same odds to be relegated as Nottingham Forest at plus 900. Is that just like
Because
they haven't updated the sports books? Like, why are they plus 900 to be relegated? Like,
I'll
we
say
know
that.
nothing's going to come out of those RICO cases.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably reflecting the market.
yeah, it's
So-
the unknown.
Yeah.
We don't know what'll happen, and the fact that it's been
fact
floated.
is in.
The fact that it's been floated as an idea of something that could happen to them. They have to make.
I think that's like the
And let-
retail
let it float
bettors
on the market.
wishing
Yeah.
for something.
Yeah.
And
That's us. That's us
changing the
haters.
market.
Trust
Yeah.
me, I've already smashed that fucking thing. Plus 900. I smashed that thing the second I saw your TikTok. I smashed that thing.
Now, I will say there was a point in the summer where it was 16-1. So it is moving.
Down.
Yeah.
Which means it's more likely to happen.
Correct.
As of right now,
Shout out Barstool
City is more likely to be relegated than Bournemouth at this moment.
If they get relegated, I'll quit.
Hey, you can be our championship.
Lock the
correspondent.
fucking door if they get relegated.
That'd be all time.
I'll quit.
Here goes Rudy, our championship correspondent.
There he is. He
All Hey, we might be there with you. So.
Yeah, bro. City
Manchester Derby
United
on-
champions.
Hey, the
that'd be crazy.
championship's fun, guys.
Yeah.
The
That'd
be
championship's
electric.
a lot of fun.
Manchester Derby on Paramount Plus next year.
What are you?
That would go crazy.
Yo, where are you on the table?
14,
I only know.
baby.
I only know what's
1-4.
going on.
1-4.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Shout
you're
out.
four
Wait, you're
spots
up. You're,
away.
wait, hold on. You're up 1 point. You're up 1. You're 15th last time I checked.
I believe we're 14th.
He's dancing with the devil. You're walking on thin ice,
Yeah,
pal.
they're Lingard, dude.
All right, let's get into these golden boots. We'll start with the worst and then end with the best. You guys already know who the worst person is.
You want to explain it in case we have?
Oh, yes, thank you. You're right. So if you're new here, golden boot is we all pick someone to score a goal. That's pretty much it, right?
You can only pick
It's a
two.
survival- it's a
One.
survival
You can
pool,
be.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pick a team twice, like home and away, because there's not enough teams to do one team every week.
Right.
And you
So-
can't repeat picks.
You can't
Right.
repeat once you
Once
can't
you use
repeat
a player,
pick.
it's like Survivor. Once you use
Yeah.
a player, whether it wins or loses, you can't use them
Yep.
again.
And then once you've used a team twice,
You
That
can't
team's
use that team. Okay, thank you for that.
Actually,
I gave a
forgot about
terrible
that rule.
explanation. All right, Rudy, you suck. You're 1-4. You've single-handedly destroyed Mo Salah, Isak, Holland, and Cole Palmer. Whose life are you going to ruin this week?
Hey, this one it doesn't matter. Like
Don't say Havertz.
Say Havertz.
it's a good pick. It's a good pick. And now I'm in this weird position where like I want to get a win, but I also want to just start like.
Enjoy the mush.
Do I just want to be like a terrorist?
Yeah. You could be Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want to just see worlds burn?
Right.
I want to like. My
I think
life,
that's more of your style. That's
fuck
what you
my
do to
life
us on
do-
pro
my
clubs.
my life doesn't matter.
Yep.
It's more so like I just want to see the world burn.
Just Dracarys their ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I wasn't even thinking about that until you said it. I was going to go
Nice,
in Buemo.
Nice,
But man, that just sounds like a good pick. I'm going to go Kai Havertz.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks, way to fuck us.
I wasn't even thinking about it, but that's
Yeah,
a
of
good
course
idea.
he
He'll
wasn't.
start Ace. He's starting Jesus. Havertz got injured. Havertz didn't even go to Germany.
Now he's just feeding you bullshit.
No, dead ass.
over.
Dead ass.
It's over.
Kai Havertz is going to play.
Oh, no, but he's injured.
He's going to come on late and score.
you never know.
Let me look it up. Is he actually hurt?
He's injured. He didn't go
You
to
won't-
Germany.
You
Okay.
won't know till tomorrow, so you're kind of placing it.
Him not going to Germany means he's the healthiest he's
No,
ever been.
knee injury,
No,
late
he-
October 2024.
Boom.
Okay, fine. Fuck
Take it.
you.
Get off Havertz. Get off Havertz. Do another team.
Do Jesus.
Do hate.
Wemo.
No, he wasn't Weber.
Next man
Oh,
up.
no. I need a
next man up.
I need a Brentford.
Next man
Next man up. I mean, Saka could be good.
No.
Bro, if he picks Saka, his hamstring's going to fall off the bone.
He's gonna be doing that limp in the 5th minute.
Honestly, that'd be scenes. Go with Saka. And if something happens, like Za's actually
I
gonna
don't
like kill
think
you.
This is a
It's a win.
potential-
It's if you take Saka, it's a win-win.
brother. This is a potential spot.
Yeah,
for
don't do
war.
Saka. No, that could ruin my
All right,
whole
well,
my whole
week,
year.
Because if Palmer does a little thing, if he does a little thing right against fucking Liverpool, it's gonna be blown out of proportion. On a weekend that Saka doesn't score, bro, I will be getting cooked the whole week.
Dude, let's ride the lightning, man. I want to feel alive.
Rudy, give us
Bukayo
your.
Saka.
Is that your pick, Saka? Oh my God.
Running down the wing, Saka.
Saka, left foot, bottom corner.
Fuck, I might have to change, but I
Zah.
might have to go United now. I might have to fucking go. I'm going
Running down the wing,
I had
Saka.
I had Saka. I had to laugh. Fuck that, scratch that, give me Xerxes, and I hope he fucking misses every single thing that he.
Okay, so now you guys are just hate picking.
Yes, give
Yep.
me Xerxes.
Yep.
All right. Next up is gonna be me. I'm going with Son to score for Tottenham.
Okay, I like that. Jamie Vardy, Southampton away. This feels like a Jamie Vardy kind of game. This is why I'm the Golden Boot King. This is why I'm the Golden. What am I? 5-1.
You're not the Golden Boot King.
Yeah, I think I am.
Oh yeah, you are.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
This
You are.
I
4-1.
I-
Well, wait. This brings up a good point. Moving forward, if you are out of this office and do not tweet your golden boot pick, it's counted as a loss. You and Maresh both have absences,
And Rudy.
and Rudy, and we're not penalized. So your record kind of
All right.
inflated.
Well, you're lucky I'm not 5-1. How about that?
Or you're lucky you're not 3-2.
I have 4. You're gonna subtract one from me?
Yes.
Wait, was that always a rule?
No.
No, I just made it.
Just made it up.
That's
Yeah.
like a free pass. You're basically like on a bye week. There's no bye weeks here.
It was a punt.
No punts. All right,
Okay.
go.
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy. Maresh.
Worked out perfectly that I talked Za out of Delap because that was who I wanted. So thank you.
I liked him too. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so Delap, Vardy, Saka,
running down the wings.
Xerxes.
Saka.
And I got Son. All right.
I
I
can't
need
wait.
to talk
I can't
to
wait. for
Bukayo.
this
If you
now.
don't, this is the shit that we talk about as Arsenal fans.
That-
I back you to oblivion. If you don't do something this weekend for me, I'm gonna get fucking murdered here.
All right, time for our official pick of the week. We're going to start with the worst, which to no surprise is Rudy. You are actually a whopping 1-4 on Golden Boot and official picks, putting you at
2-8.
2-8 on the year, which is 20%. So, guys, if you were listening,
Just sit back and watch, dude. Like there's like focus on Smokes, the other guys for good picks. I like just watch me.
no, Rudy is the best better on this panel if you fade him. If you faded his picks, you'd be hitting at an 80% clip, which makes you, ironically, the best gambler on this show.
Right. So here it is. Pick the opposite of this. That would be Aston Villa plus 190.
Yep, I figured so. Za, you're the second worst. What do you got?
I have the over in the Spurs and West Ham game.
Which is 3.5?
3.5. Yeah.
Okay. Chief.
I'm gonna do that parlay that I liked in the United game. So I'm taking the Brentford double chance, which is plus 115, and the over 2.5, so plus 300. So
All right.
I'm swinging for the fences on that a little.
I like that.
Yep.
Maresh.
Brennan Johnson to score assist plus 100.
Love it. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Nicky Smokes, best Premier League better on the panel. I got Tottenham and West Ham, both teams to score, no draw, minus 110. Comb your hair and take care. Shout out to everyone who tuned in and made it this far into the episode. If you haven't already, please check out our socials. They're all pitch picks. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And also, let us know what you think in the comments. If there's any segments or specific questions you want to hear on the episode that's going to come out on Monday, be sure to be active in the comment section. Let us know, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys Monday morning.